Welcome. It's the Masterclass. We've been talking about, are you eating enough to lose weight? Glad to be on here in the presentation zone, ready to teach you something. You might learn some valuable information. If you are watching live, please let me know. And if you're watching replay, also leave a comment. Let's get into this session a little bit. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Today's presentation is a special topic. About to get into it for about an hour here. Are you eating enough to lose weight? The full plate diet, how it can help you lead to healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. Let's go. All right, so this presentation is going to be for you if you want to be leaner, more definition, more tone, lower body fat percentage. You hate feeling mentally weak from all or nothing 1,200 calorie diets, and you ready to slim down and still enjoy the foods you love. You're going to love this presentation. I want to love my body and feel confident again. If you ever said that, click like. And you're ready to focus on my unmet health goals to lead a thriving, successful life. So if this is starting to sound like you, pay attention, okay? Some of the differences, what's going to be different about this presentation compared to other ones, we're talking about weight loss or healthy eating and all that stuff, is we're not going to focus on the weight. That's the big thing I talk about in the guilt-free framework. It's not about the weight on the scale. That mass number only matters if you're loading up an elevator or if you're going to ride a horse or something, weight class, for, some kind of competition. The middle part, we're going to do this without, counting calories meticulously, doing all kinds of algebra and closely measuring that. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do some light math, but it'll be fun. And then the third thing about this full plate diet is that it's not about tiny little portions, right? This little kiwi on a tiny plate. You don't have to get a tiny plate to reach your goals here. We're going to get it to you so you can do what you love to do. You can eat when you go out. You can eat when you are in with friends. You can cook all kinds of foods. Let's keep it going. All right. So the big thing I want you to take away from this is you can actually decrease calories while eating more food than you do right now. This sounds surprising to a lot of people when they're first hearing about the full plate diet, but I'm big on teaching that you don't have to have restrictive all or nothing diets to reach your weight loss goals or to lose weight or eat healthier. All right. So that's just something to keep in mind, a major point here. Now, in the description, wherever you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, I have this guide. Plus, so you can do like a worksheet while we're going through this. There's also the plant-based snack pack. I've combined those resources together. The plant-based snack pack has a grocery list and 5 tasty plant-based recipes. So you can get started on this full plate action for free, even before this presentation. And you can learn more about it like that. Okay. So if you're watching live, I can see your comments here. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to eating healthier and losing weight? You can leave a comment. You can just think about that on your own. Of course, I appreciate the engagement. Engaging is a core value of Fit for Freelance, but just kind of put that in perspective. So you're not only watching this, but you're engaging in this process. Okay. Some of the common challenges, it's not really sure what healthy eating is. So you just try to eat less, right? You just like, oh, well, I'll skip breakfast and a bunch of meals, so I'll be eating fewer calories. But then the diet feels restrictive, too unrealistic to enjoy yourself, so you don't keep it. And then you feel like something's wrong with you. And that's the biggest issue that I hear from new clients and people who are starting to engage with Fit for Freelance and my coaching a little bit, is that you go through these different things and they tell you like, don't do this. This is bad. This is good. If you do this, you suck, like that kind of thing. And then over time you feel guilty. And that's not what we're aiming for. Portion and carb control, a big challenge. You're going to love the presentation today. Let me tell you. All right. So my thing that I always remind people is there's nothing wrong with you. It's guilt-free. We're going to take a step away from that and then look towards what we can do. All right. So what it looks like when you're going through these challenges, you're busy and hungry. So then you end up going out to eat. You're hitting up some drive-through. Everyone's ordering. And you don't want to seem lame. So if you're in a group setting at restaurants, and then you end up kind of, if you're on a restrictive diet, going back and saying, I just want to have a good time, or I don't want to feel left out. Your fear of missing out will kick up a little bit. So you blow off your plan for a meal, then a week, and then you never recover. Kind of like that New Year's resolution, but you do it a few times a year. Let me know if that's you. I bet you're nodding your head, a few of you out there. All right. And so what we want, you just want it to be easy. You want your healthy eating to be simple, straightforward, and you want to be good at sustainable eating. It's healthy. It supports your weight loss. without starving yourself. I think that's a big key to the whole issue, is that it's enjoyable. You're not just leaving yourself and your needs unmet when it comes to food. So the big question, the central focus and topic for the entire presentation, take note, are you eating enough to lose weight? Think about it. All right. So when it is easy, like you just want it to be easy, you just cross out all that other junk and it's just like, check, I'm sure what healthy eating is. That's the whole point of today's presentation. You don't have to go through this whole guilty, shameful feeling bad about yourself, feeling like you overate, all that. Forget that. We want you to know what to eat when you're busy and hungry so it fits into your life. And the healthy eating is part of you having a good time. And it's at least not the mental opposite. So it's not like, oh, I can't have that because then I'm a bad person. You can eat what you want. All right. And it's easy to be good at sustainable, healthy eating and weight loss without starving yourself. And that's the key that we're driving with this session, so that you're leaner, more definition, more tone, lower body fat, bad body fat percentage, all those things that you were saying you wanted, without the struggle, right? So you're not feeling mentally weak from all or nothing 1,200 calorie diets. You type that into MyFitnessPal, it's like 1,200 calories. That is like an 8-year-old's amount of food. You can slim down to still enjoy the foods you love with this kind of plan. So a little bit about me, if you don't know, let me put myself back in the picture here. I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition, master's in medical science. I've been working in public health for 9 years. Can't believe it. As a nutrition educator, got a graduate certificate in positive behavior support, which is a behavior management system. So we make your consequences fit your desires and choose behaviors based on that. It's a way to make it easier to make the choices that you want to make with your life. Got into freelance medical writing about 2016, and personal training at the same time. So I'm big on translating medical sciences so people can use it, and teaching it. So I'm enjoying this right now. This is what I do. I got a new contract coming up with Wilson Medical Writing too, so that's cool. And then worksite wellness program manager, so working to create a healthier environment in work sites, so people can have more energy and be more productive and not have as many sick days and not have chronic disease. Okay, all kinds of things happen if you monitor your eating and activity levels and stress and have a healthy environment. So I want to bring that to people who work from home. That's how I started Fit for Freelance. Also, the American Medical Writers Association is a whole lot of people who work in the medical sciences and changing the medical science so people can use it. A lot of them work remotely. And I was like, wait, there's a special opportunity here for people who work wherever they want. They need health and wellness support that can make sure they do the job that they want to do. And then finally, I started fitforfreelance.com in 2018, just about 4 years ago, and I'm loving it. All right, that's a little bit about me. I would say I'm pretty well qualified in this topic in terms of nutrition education, obesity prevention projects, creating healthy environments so you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. But enough about that. Let's talk about our shared vision, or the vision that I have that I hope to share with you. Is every entrepreneur knows how to lead a healthy, fulfilling life of their dreams. Now, some of you guys are not business owners, but what you do, you're probably leading someone. Someone's looking up to you. Someone's depending on you for something. Even if you are an employee somewhere, you still want to be representing yourself well. So everyone really needs to have the power and the empowerment to lead a healthy, fulfilling life of their dreams. And that's what I'm doing with Fit for Freelance. And the mission to make health an engaging part of the entrepreneur journey by inspiring confident ownership of their path to freedom and fitness. So thank you for joining me in this mission. I do have a Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Fit for Freelance. I'm putting daily health tips for entrepreneurs in there. So check that out. And I also have just had a health habits challenge. We're having lots of fun in there. So there's that. And you're watching this on YouTube. Go to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube now, click like and subscribe. I do appreciate the support. It's a growing channel. A lot of passion goes into this. Now, the point that I want to tell you that I'm making is I actually live this. All right. So this whole guilt-free game plan, Fit for Freelance, all of this is, I have the things on my wall right here. I'm talking about mission, vision, and values, getting clear on what I want for myself, setting the right targets, and then implementing that. And the health is a crucial part of that, where my health supports my life. And I want to bring that to more people so they have an easy to follow process to, have more energy in their day to day. And if they want to lose weight, that'll happen too. So That's what I'm doing. So what's your vision? What does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? That's the question I constantly ask in these YouTube videos. You can put it in the comments. You can just think about it. Are you on the right track? Are you already living this? Is it something that you've never even thought to ask yourself as you go through life and you're kind of like, all right, well, I got another week. I had to make it through. I had to do these things for my boss. I had to do these things for, my community. And you haven't really considered what the healthy, fulfilling life of your own dreams looks like, because that I want you to know that. That's my vision, right? So think about that. Leave a comment. I need some water. And let's keep it going here. So here we go. You can actually decrease calories while eating more food than you do now. Keep that in mind. That's kind of the setup. And so this is based on the full plate diet, plus what I do with Fit for Freelance. And the big thing that I teach is that you don't need restrictive all or nothing diets to help you or make you feel guilty, like you're not good enough and all that stuff. So when I found this full plate diet, I immediately broke it out at my work site, at my full-time job, and I studied this. I applied a lot of the concepts in my own life, and then I was like, yo, I can make a whole online course based on this. So a little bit about the full plate diet. It's a New York Times bestseller written by experts with decades of experience. So if you thought 9 years of experience wasn't good enough, get the real deal, I guess. 8 sessions in a doable weight loss program that makes sense. And then plus my experience in public health, medical communications, behavior change perspectives, coaching support, guilt-free framework based on empowerment, not judgment. So when you bring these things together, here, let me show you what I'm talking about. When these things come together, you have a beautiful framework for empowerment. And I'm excited to use their framework and bring my own perspectives to it to add crucial depth to make it easy for you to access, make it engaging for you. All right. And here is the guilt-free framework. We build confidence, realistic focus, and accountability so you can reach your health and business goals. So you can become an adaptive business leader. So adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. So give me a lot of background right here so you understand kind of the context of what I'm trying to do and what I want you to come away with here. So here's what you're going to learn. First, clarity on the next steps to stop yo-yo dieting. Click like if you be yo-yo dieting, you're on for a week, then you're off for 2 weeks, and then all or nothing, something like that, right? And start creating the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. All right. And the 8 full plate sessions will help on your journey towards slimming down, getting healthier, and feeling better. That was the initial kind of tagline of Fit for Freelance: is stress less, feel great, and work better. But no one searches for that. They just search for weight loss. And I was like, okay, fine. We'll do weight loss. It's going to be the same thing, but just how you want to hear it. All right. So here's a question for you. Have you ever been on a diet? Everyone says yes. Okay, great. A lot of people try these diets and they can be really challenging. What's the craziest one you've ever tried? You can leave a comment if you want to talk about it. 10 days of eating just grapefruit, low carb or no carb diets that you have no chance of doing yourself. Only supplement shakes for a week or something like that. I'm not making fun of you. I know that these I haven't tried any myself, but I see people do them all the time. Diet culture is such a huge issue. So I'm trying to break through that so you don't have to do these hard things that aren't going to work for you or less likely to work for most people. Cabbage soup diet. Yeah, there's a lot. When I was working like out of college, I would do a presentation right after a bunch of students would have to do a report on the different diets. And some of the diets that they were finding to report on were just like, that would never work ever. But sometimes it's worth a try, right? And if you're really ready to make a change, you'll try anything. So I want to give you something to try that's going to be a lot easier. All right. So if you've ever tried a diet, did you lose weight? And then did you keep the weight off? 2 more questions. Think about it for yourself. If you said no, or if you said like either you didn't lose weight or you lost weight, but you gained it right back in that kind of check mark fashion, that is very easy to do. I want you to know that you are not alone. Most diets are short-term fixes for events, and they're not actual weight loss solutions. So that's something I made a video on. People want to lose weight before some event, maybe a wedding or a graduation or anything like that. And it's just like, well, if you just do it for that specific event, then that's not really creating a lifestyle that's sustainable for you. And so you're probably going to take back some of those old habits, and then you're going to gain the weight right back. and sometimes even more. So you're not alone with that. And 8 out of 10 people lose weight and put it all back on. All right. No tiny portions or eliminating foods. This is a key feature of everything, right? Both the full plate diet and the guilt free framework. I have a flexible food game plan that you can learn a little bit more about in a moment, but we're simply adding natural fiber rich foods to the foods you already like. You're going to love how the math works out on this and some of the demonstrations I have for you here. So look at this list of foods. Do you like any of them? Mangoes, that's a favorite. Apples every day, right? Take a quick glance. If you're watching a replay, you can just pause it. We're going to keep it moving in real time. If you liked any of those, you're going to love these sessions because we're really just finding ways to eat more of those fruits and veggies. And if you didn't like any of those on the list, that was only 12 of the 55 natural fiber rich foods featured in a full plate diet. And there's thousands of high fiber foods, right? There's lots of ways to get fiber and just what you eat. Sometimes you can drink it. You just make a little smoothie. Some of my favorite things. So pick 2 of the foods that you enjoy out of the list on the next page here. Just look at it, see if you find something you like. If you don't like any of these, you're going to have a hard time with this. Let's be real. But I'm sure you can find at least one thing you like in this list. Fruits, you got different kinds of beans, nuts, and seeds here. And then we'll take it down to the other elements on the list. Some veggies in here, spinach goes great in smoothies, zucchini. You can get really creative with these things too. And some of these whole grains as well, really good sources of fiber. And here's the thing with a full plate diet: is flexible and easy to personalize, and it's very realistic, so you can eat it at home or dining out. It's not something like you have to have a smoothie powder in your purse or in your cargo pants to keep up with. Okay. Question for you: how many servings of fruits and veggies do you eat per day? Think about that. How many did you eat today? It's already after 8 o'clock. So you might be getting close to dinner time or after. You might be done eating for the day. How many fruits and veggies did you get? You can put that in the comments or just think about it. A lot of people getting 3 servings of produce per day, and that'll give you about 10 to 16 grams of fiber. But the question, is it enough? The American Heart Association, the people who really care about your heart and are super dedicated to it, lots of doctors and researchers in there, they recommend 25 grams of fiber for a 2,000 calorie diet. What I learned in undergrad is 14 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories you eat. So if you're doing a 2,000 calorie diet, it's 28 grams. All right. And so the general guideline that you hear is 5+ servings of produce per day. And a lot of times when you hear those guidelines come out at the end, it's just like they try to make it as simple as possible. But there are tons of benefits to getting 5+ servings of fruits and veggies a day. And really, if you just want one quick tip for weight loss, is just eat more fruits and vegetables, period. Like, it's going to work. So what we're doing here is going to give you more things. Full plate diet recommends working up to 40 grams of fiber per day. And that's just a guideline, right? If you were just eating, one little thing of fruit every other day, it's going to take some time to build up to 40 grams of fiber per day. Some people are smaller, right? You might not need exactly 40 grams of fiber per day, but this is a guideline to aim for. And that's an increase over, the more typical 28 grams of fiber per day. So the key question still, are you eating enough to lose weight? If you're on some super restrictive diet, then you are probably not getting enough fiber because you're not eating fruits and veggies. You're probably just waiting until you're really hungry and then eating a bunch of fast food. So the question, are you eating enough natural fiber-rich foods? What we want to do with these full plate sessions is gradually sustainable shift how you eat in 8 on-demand sessions, plus the coaching support that I can offer. First, we'll power up what you're eating by adding natural fiber-rich foods. So here is the first example. When you're eating cornflakes, right, or any kind of breakfast cereal, you can check out how much fiber is in there right there on the box. Cornflakes, 2 grams of fiber per serving. Not very much, but you can power that up by adding some walnuts, half cup of raspberries, blackberries, any kind of berries, really, blueberries. And guess how many grams of fiber is in that? I'll give you a second to guess. Just to think about it, 12 grams of fiber just by adding more fruits to that cereal out of 40 for the day. So if you had 2 grams of fiber, you're going to have to eat a lot more of the cornflakes. Okay. Here's another example. Got some breakfast egg muffins, sausage, cheese, 4 total grams of fiber, and 2 of those plus a cup of orange juice. This breakfast has 1,000 calories. But if we find ways to add more fruit to it, maybe some almonds, oatmeal, 22 grams of fiber, and 1,000 calories. So that is going to put you a lot closer to the 40 grams. So let's look back at meal 1. How many number of meals you have to eat to get to 40 grams on this? You guys can do the math if you want, or I can just do it for you. All right, so you'd have to eat like 20 egg McMuffins to get enough fiber, and that would be 10,000 calories. So you'd be really full, but would excuse me, would you lose weight on that? Not likely. Versus this one, how many meals would you need? Just 2, and that would be 2,000 calories. So what we're doing is we're painting this picture that having more fiber can give you more satisfaction, more fullness, fewer calories, and help you lose weight. How many people can lose weight, or lots of people can lose weight on a 2,000 calorie diet? Have you tried it? But are you eating enough to lose weight? So next we have a little matching exercise between fiber and water. You're going to choose the word just to get a little more engagement and excitement with the presentation. All right. So natural fiber rich foods also have a lot of what? Water, right? So I try to make these slam dunk for you. In fact, fruits and veggies are about 90 to 95% water. Cooked whole grains like brown rice and oatmeal are about 80 to 85%. This one's actually not so straightforward. Water. Cooked beans are about 60 to 70% water. In addition to water, natural fiber-rich foods contain lots of more water and fiber. There are no calories in. Think about this one. Is it a trick question? Kind of. There's no calories. There are no calories in fiber or water. And that's the key to the presentation here. And what we're really thinking, what we're looking at. High fiber foods are naturally lower calorie foods. So you can fill your plate, satisfy your stomach, and lose weight when you're eating these high fiber foods. And this is kind of the secret to weight loss here. You can click like if you're still enjoying this, or if this is a big revelation for you, be like, what? I can eat all this food and not have any extra calories from the fiber or water in them? Amazing. And that's why this is called the full plate diet, because you can just load your plate up with all that and you're not going to have a ton of calories in it. Maybe some from the natural sugars in your produce or whatever you're adding to it, but it's really good. So you're not going to be hangry. You're not going to be having crash diets, all or nothing things, looking like these people just super cranky because you're starving yourself all day. It's none of that. More food, more satisfaction, just eating lots of foods rich in both fiber and water and fewer calories. So this full plate diet isn't for you if you're not open to trying new things. If you definitely hate vegetables all the time and you're not even interested in trying to find new ways to season them or prepare them, or you're not open to recipes, this isn't going to work for you. And it's also okay if you're not ready to change yet. This is a big thing I talk about with my coaching is like, I'm not trying to push sales on people or make you do things that you don't want to do. I always make sure this is what you want to do. Even people who will come, clients will ask me, should I do this? Or I'll do this like 7 days a week kind of thing. It's like, well, do you really want to? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do in life. And anytime you do that, you are actually creating a barrier for yourself to make it harder to sustain, and it doesn't fit your lifestyle. So if you don't want to make any changes, if you don't feel like this full plate diet is for you, then like that's totally fine. Okay. No problem. We're doing it guilt-free at Fit for Freelance. Okay. Back to this. You've seen this. You can decrease your calories while eating more food than you do now. And I think it's really clear how you do that. So I want to take a closer look at these 8 sessions, kind of give you an overview of what's in them. And you can look at which you are most excited about in these. So I've recorded these sessions. It's like 5 hours of video that you can watch in 2 times speed in a really cool course format. So the first session is, are you eating enough to lose weight? How to quickly and easily power up your meals with natural fiber rich foods. So I go through more examples of those substitutions that you can make to increase the amount of fiber in there. Okay, which session two, which fiber rich foods help you lose weight and which don't. So some fiber rich foods are better sources of fiber, believe it or not. And a lot of them have more water than others. Session three, how to slim down while still enjoying foods you love. Four, how to keep negative thoughts from sabotaging your weight loss. Mindset is a huge thing when it comes to changing your health habits, changing any habits really. And that's a big part of that confidence that I talk about, confidence and self-compassion. So you understand that. And once you build more of that mindfulness, I did a video yesterday on mindful eating, then you can feel more empowered, have better self-efficacy, and make choices that are sustainable and that suit you versus, forcing yourself to do something or doing something and then feeling like you're not good enough to do it and then giving up and then feeling bad about that. Can you tell that might be one of my favorite sessions? Okay. Session five, how to power up the most important meal of the day for weight loss. Smart strategies for weight loss friendly grocery shopping. Secrets to making restaurant menus work for you, not against you. And I have a restaurant substitution guide that comes with this part. So this is really useful. So you can go into restaurants feeling confident and like, oh no, I can't eat anything here. I will have 2 pickles, please. Right. Session eight, how to rev up your weight loss and lose weight twice as fast. And this one was the coolest one for me to bring some of my experience in personal training, positive behavior support, and medical science to help you understand this process is not about crushing it in the gym for hours at a time, 7 days a week workouts. It's about finding little ways to incorporate more movement into your day in a process that's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis. I talk about this a lot on this channel, but here is a full session dedicated to it, and it's described in a way that makes it really clear and easy to understand. So those are the 8 sessions. It's not just about knowing what to do, because you can know what to do all the time and still not actually follow through or not execute, or something comes up or it gets more challenging than you expected. And this is very clear when you've done something and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Or you're doing something, you're in the process of doing something, like you just ordered something and you're like, oh man, I don't know if I should have ordered that because it has 2,500 calories listed on the menu. Right. So it's not just about knowing what to do, it's about being able to apply it. And I think that's what's so important about having those 8 sessions, giving all that perspective and the support from a coach. All right. So it's not just about a diet, but a diet could be a great start to what you're doing here. So, oh no, I left my pencils in the closet. But imagine breaking a pencil with both hands. You just snap it, be like real quick, right? And that pencil's toast, right? So imagine that. But now imagine you had 10 pencils with both hands. You try to break them. You're going to have a hard time even getting those things to bend. They're going to be more stable, pretty hard to break, right? So what I wish I had those pencils. All right. So that's what these things do. The full plate sessions give you 10 different tools in this program. So you have more support, more stability, more like oomph. So you don't just, have one quick breakthrough moment and you snap and then you're back to your old habits and you quit like other health habit changes that you tried or diets, right? So which of the following best represents what you want from this program? All right. A lot of people, so the full plate diet has this testimonial section in their own words from people. My results were like magic. I lost 20 pounds. My cholesterol dropped over 100 points. My grocery bill is a lot less. That's going to be a huge benefit of eating more fruits and veggies. Cholesterol, I had a client that had high cholesterol, started eating more fruits and vegetables, got to pay better attention. He lost weight and the cholesterol went down. Okay. This program changed my whole outlook on eating. I can't believe the difference in the way I feel, the energy I have, and the difference in the way my body looks. So these are the kind of functions that'll happen when you shift your eating to something that's healthier for you, more sustainable, etc. Okay. And I've got my testimonials too. You can check those out, fitforfreelance.com/reviews. I'd probably put a link in the description. People that I work with, we get them focused on the little steps you can take to build confidence, realistic focus, and accountability. So all these things can, support other areas of your life when you start focusing on healthier eating, planning, your mindset, having a bigger vision for yourself, knowing how like your food and your energy levels are affecting everything else in your life, how your life is the most important part of your life in terms of health. I mean, that don't forget if you are not thriving, or if you are very sick, or if you have a chronic disease, that is going to affect your quality of life. You might be on some long term medications. You might die prematurely. So, those are some other factors and other reasons. It's a really good time. It's always a good time to start looking at ways to improve your health and investing in it, at least with paying attention to what you're eating. So, here are the benefits of the full plate diet course that I recorded. It's fun, proven, realistic, no special supplements, and is a New York Times bestseller. So that's good. And then included in this course, 8 on-demand sessions. You can get the downloadable book and audio, participant guide, fiber guide, with the amounts of fiber and 500 plus foods and drinks. Plus, I have my own bonuses in here. 1 month access to the Health Confidence Club, support group with adaptive business leaders interested in their health, live Q&As and coaching support. I'm going to do a Q&A later this week in the Facebook group. Downloadable guides, including a flexible food game plan, body weight workout game plan. I put the burnout assessment test in there, all kinds of benefits in this new Health Confidence Club. I'm actually making the announcement right now. You're finding out first about the Health Confidence Club. Or you can get the full plate sessions for free with the 30-day plant-based transformation program. And this makes it simple to save time, eat healthy, grocery list, recipes, meal template, so you know what to eat, how to cook it, what to buy, and like all lined up for you. Oh man, this is dope. I love this thing, and it's a really good way to increase the amount of plants that you're eating, getting more produce. And it's not like strictly vegetarian, obviously, or I mean maybe not so obviously, but you can add meat to it. But the main thing is you want to eat more fruits and vegetables because there's fewer calories and more water in there. So you can join this Health Confidence Club by buying this program. It's got 4 months access to the Health Confidence Club, plus the support group, plus all those benefits, free downloads, super duper. Here's more. I put this in here. 30 days, dietitian approved meal guides, printable grocery lists, and you can download it and put it into whatever app if you do a checklist, recipe book, complete client success manual, and much more. I've done a challenge with this. I use this. This is still on my counter, and I'm using the recipes from this most weeks. Okay, plus a 30-day fitness plan, so it doesn't have to be hard. Make it effective, make it fun for you. And also, don't forget, right now, you already have these things for free in the description below. So really check that out. And then I want you to kind of make a choice today. If you're watching this, I appreciate that. Click like, of course, but it's time to start thinking about making choices. So a big thing with Fit for Freelance, when I'm making these videos, I am talking to people, I'm just having conversations, I'm getting you to think about these things. But sometimes the key step is the engagement and your own choice. So I want you to imagine a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams, how your life would be different when you're slimmer, healthier, you have more energy for your life, and the things that you intend to do, things that you want to do, goals that you're setting for yourself. If you want to go hiking more, right? What are the first steps you can take to doing that? Or you can continue the old habits of things that are keeping you stuck today, right? If you're busy and hungry, you go out and you just want to have a good time, so you blow off your diet. You're stuck with all or nothing cycles and yo-yo diets, and then you never recover, and then you feel bad about it, right? So these are very real choices that happen in cycles. You can choose a different choice here without overly weighing yourself, without using a calculator or an abacus to track all your calories, and you can just feel ready. And look how confident you could feel when you're like that. So join this Health Confidence Club if you're ready for an approach that helps you take small steps for lasting weight loss. Very excited to announce the full plate diet sessions and Fit for Freelance. And what I want you to remember or know about is each session ends with realistic action items. So it's not just, a whole bunch of information and then you're like, oh no, what do I do next? Right? This has realistic action items. So you can pick something, just pick something to do and then do that thing. It makes it easy. So here are some options for how to start. Click the link in the description to sign up for the full plate sessions and or the 30-day plant-based transformation. Right now, that link is healthconfidenceclub.com. There you go. Or B, check out the free resources on the Full Plate Living website so you can learn more about the full plate diet at no investment, fullplateliving.org, or you can just choose your own step. Now, something that's really cool about these full plate diet sessions is that it is part of a membership. So you're going to get more support and it's at a really low cost. Like I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it that well. It's crazy, but check that out. Healthconfidenceclub.com. You can help your friends by sharing this video, and whether you're signing up or not, if you know someone who's constantly stuck with all or nothing diets and they're trying to find a way to get out of it, or if you hear someone always complaining about their weight for like the last 7 years and you're just like, yo, dude, like I'm tired. Are you tired about complaining about your weight? Like, can you just do something different? This is going to be a great way to do that with the Full Plate Diet Sessions, Health Confidence Club, so you can feel confident with the choices you're making and make it easy, let your health support your life, etc. So that's wrapping this up. If you can hit like, comment, subscribe to this, I'd really appreciate that. Really put my heart into this. So thanks for watching. Keep practicing, and the clarity on the next steps to stop yo-yo dieting and creating a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. And the 8 full plate sessions will help on your journey to slimming down, getting healthier, and feeling better. Then go ahead and check out healthconfidenceclub.com. Let me see how fast I can type that up for you. You got it. All right. So that's what I've got for you today. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, if this is helpful for you at all. I have more things coming up this week in terms of a Q&A, question and answer session that I'm doing. I'm going to do a little tour behind the scenes of the Health Confidence Club so you can learn more about it. And I think it's open right now. So you can try it, see if you can click through, and let me know. It is my first time at a membership site, so there is some kind of technical challenges that happen, but I'll get those fixed just as soon as I can. If there are any, I think you'll be good. So that's all I've got for you today. Remember, you can lose weight by eating more than you do now. If you eat more fruits and veggies, go up to 5 servings per day and see what happens. Try it out and check out healthconfidenceclub.com. It's open, it's live, and we are doing it this year and going forward. That's all I have for you today. As always, keep practicing. Peace.